What's up, everybody? This is my Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza 2016 All-Star Extravaganza 8 pay-per-view review. Just went off the air about 5 minutes ago. It was a pretty damn good pay-per-view. A lot of the matches were good, but the main event, Ladder War 6, that was insanity. That was insane in the membrane. That was awesome. So here we go. Up first was the first match of the pay-per-view. Ring of Honor TV title on the line. Bobby Fish defending against Donovan Dijak. I wanted Dijak to win. The guy's one of my favorites. The guy is a great talent. Hopefully Dijak, hopefully someday he gets signed by WWE because he's a great talent. I think Dijak would do great in NXT or part of Raw or SmackDown. Bobby Fish defending, not that long of a match. Maybe it went 10 minutes or 12 minutes maybe. Bobby Fish wins, retains the ROH TV title after first Dijak was selling a leg injury. And Dijak at one point in the match, he hit a corkscrew, like spinning corkscrew moonsault off the top rope. That was insane. I don't even know what to call it. I don't even know what the move's called. I'll just call it a corkscrew. He did that off the top. He missed. That was not good for him. And then Bobby Fish locks on a rear naked choke. Locked it on. Dijak would not tap out. He would not quit. He would not tap. Referee stops the match. Referee stops it. Decides to stop the match. Bobby Fish wins and retains by referee stoppage. But Dijak did not tap out. He did not quit. But the ref stops it, so Bobby Fish retains. Just like at SummerSlam. Randy Orton didn't tap out. He didn't tap or say I quit. And the referee decided to stop it. But this was different. Dijak looked like he was out cold, unconscious, because Bobby Fish had the rear naked choke locked on him and was not letting it go. So referee stops it. Bobby Fish retains. Up next, we had the number one contenders 4-corner survival match. 4 tag teams in it, all fighting to get a shot at the Ring of Honor tag titles. We had the All Night Express, Kenny King, Rep Titus come out. We had come out next Keith Lee and Shane Taylor, 2 giant dudes. They are huge. And one of them is a pretty good athlete because he did a flip over the top rope, taking out a lot of the other guys on the outside. I'm not sure who did the flip. It was either Keith Lee or Shane Taylor. Then out comes War Machine. And then the final team, Colt Cabana and Dalton Castle, come out. So 4-corner survival is pretty good action. Steve Corino on commentary was pretty damn funny during this match. He said a lot of stuff that was pretty damn funny. He said we're in the same town where Shawn Michaels lost his smile. That was pretty damn funny. That made me laugh. So Corino, during this 4-corner survival, in the beginning of it, he was damn funny. He was damn funny on commentary. He made me laugh out loud. Good 4-corner survival. Hansen, after Shane Taylor, Keith Lee dove and flipped over the top onto a whole bunch of guys. Hansen, then part of War Machine, Hansen went up to the top, jumped, and took out like 7 guys. That was crazy. Anyways, Dalton Castle, Colt Cabana wins, so they're the new number 1 contenders for the Ring of Honor tag titles. Congratulations to Colt Cabana and Dalton Castle. I like Dalton Castle. The guy's a hell of a talent. Great young talent. Colt Cabana, I don't like him so much. I mean, I don't hate him, but I'm not a fan of his. So up next, match number 3 of the pay-per-view was from CMLL in Mexico. From CMLL, Dragon Lee making his Ring of Honor debut. Also his Ring of Honor pay-per-view debut. Dragon Lee took on Kamatashi. Kamatashi against Dragon Lee. It was Mexico against Japan. And it was damn good. Very good match. Very entertaining. It was awesome. I thought it was great. Yeah, a lot of hurricanranas, a lot of high-flying moves to the outside. It was pretty awesome. Dragon Lee at one moment in the match on the outside got thrown into the crowd. Then Kamatashi went in the crowd, fought him back, threw him over the guardrail, which looked like it hurt like hell because Dragon Lee hit his back on the guardrail and flipped over. It was a damn good match. Dragon Lee gets the victory and win in his Ring of Honor debut. Dragon Lee wins. 2 thumbs up for Dragon Lee. That guy is a hell of a talent. From what I saw of him, the guy was great. And damn good was Dragon Lee. And Komatashi, they had a great match. He had a great match too. Up next we had, so again that match was CMLL kind of versus New Japan Pro Wrestling, but it was in Ring of Honor on a Ring of Honor pay-per-view. Next matchup was Hangman Page, part of the Bullet Club. Hangman Page against Kyle O'Reilly. This was pretty hard-hitting match. Adam Page looked like, or Hangman Page, whatever you want to call the guy. Page looked like he injured his knee at one point on the outside of the ring. He was holding his knee. He's kind of afraid maybe he really injured his knee. I'm not sure if he was selling or not, but he looked like he injured his knee. So his knee was injured for most of the match, but still, Hangman Page worked through the knee injury, performed pretty damn well, but he ends up tapping out pretty quickly after Kyle O'Reilly locks on the armbar. Adam Page taps out very quickly. So Hangman Page loses, Kyle O'Reilly wins. It was hard hitting and it was pretty kind of short. Felt short, like a short match to me, but it was pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. It wasn't the best match of the pay-per-view, but it was good. Good enough. So up next was the 6-man tag team tournament, round number 1 of the 6-man World 6-man tag team title tournament. First round, the Briscoes and Yanu, or Uno, whatever the guy's name is, the Briscoes and their partner, take on ACH, Jay White, and I can't pronounce the guy's name, a New Japan Pro Wrestler. ACH looked very good in this match. He's a hell of a talent, is ACH. So I predicted Briscoes would win with their partner. They did not. ACH, Jay White, and their partner win in the 6-man tournament, so they go on to the next round. Next, we had the number, I think it was up next. Had to be up next. It was Jay Lethal taking on Naito. Naito is a New Japan Pro Wrestling Intercontinental Champion, current Intercontinental Champion of New Japan. So Naito, hell of a worker, great wrestler, great athlete. Against Jay Lethal, one of the longest reigning television champions in Ring of Honor history, one of the longest reigning world champions in Ring of Honor history. So Jay Lethal, we all know he's damn good. I'm a big fan of Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal, Naito, pretty damn good match. And before the match, this was funny as hell. Oh, and after the Kyle O'Reilly tapped out Hangman Page decided to attack Kyle O'Reilly after the match. Back to Naito, Jay Lethal. Naito came out, he's waiting for Jay Lethal to come to the ring, and Naito decided to kick the ring announcer for some reason, decided to kick him and attack him. So Naito attacks, and Bobby Cruz, the ring announcer, for some reason, I don't know why, I have no clue why. So for some reason he decided to kick the ring announcer. I don't know what that, I have no clue what that is all about. I have no clue, maybe Bobby Cruz owes money to Naito. I don't know. But that is pretty damn funny. That made me laugh. Then they kept showing the replay of it, and Steve Corino loved it. He was marking out over it and wanted to see it over and over and over. So that was pretty funny also. Anyways, this match, some of the spots in it. Jay Lethal hit a dive through the ropes at one time. That was pretty awesome. Naito, in the beginning of the match was a brawl. They were on the outside of the ring brawling. But anyways, the rest of the match, you had tons of counters. A lot of counters, and it was pretty good stuff. Pretty damn good match. Very good. I enjoyed it. Jay Lethal wins. I was kind of surprised, but not really. Jay Lethal wins, and he should have won, because he's part of Ring of Honor, and this is a Ring of Honor pay-per-view. Lethal wins with a lethal injection. 1, 2, 3, it was over. When he hits a lethal injection, it's over, basically. So, Jay Lethal wins. Up next, we had the Ring of Honor World Title match. The Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship was on the line. Ring of Honor World Title on the line. Adam Cole defending against Michael Elgin. Pretty good match. It was pretty damn hard hitting. It felt kind of short. Like you got under, I don't know, it might have went only 15 minutes, but whatever. They need a lot of time to do the main event, Ladder War 6. Elgin's knee looked like it was screwed up. Like he got a knee injury during the match. I don't know if Elgin was selling or what. Looked like his knee buckled at one point during the match. That was kind of scary, but I don't know. Maybe he's selling it. Maybe he's selling as knee buckled. I don't know. But Adam Cole started working over the knee, going after it. At one point, Adam Cole hit a Canadian Destroyer on Michael Elgin, and that was pretty damn impressive. He hit a Canadian Destroyer on Elgin, but Elgin then kicked out of that. And every time Adam Cole hit a super kick, Steve Corino would yell, and just yell every time. He yelled, Cole! Like the Spanish announcer, the guy that yells, goal! And goes on forever and ever and doesn't stop saying goal. Well, Steve Corino, every time Adam Cole hit a super kick, Corino went, Cole! 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 It was pretty damn funny. So Adam Cole, at the end, the finish, Adam Cole hits a super kick to the knee, knocks down Elgin, then he hits a super kick to Elgin's face, and then he picks him up, hits a brain buster, 1, 2, 3, Adam Cole, baby, retains, and is still the Ring of Honor World Champion. I'm happy about that. I predicted Adam Cole would retain, and he did. So, very happy about Adam Cole winning. I'm a fan of his. On the pre-show, they had a pre-show match, but I didn't see it. Only the people in attendance saw it. The pre-show match was Evil from New Japan Pro Wrestling against Silas Young against Will Ferrara. I picked Silas Young. I predicted Silas Young would win. I thought this match would be on the pay-per-view, but it wasn't. Silas Young wins the pre-show match, the dark match, whatever you want to call it. Silas Young wins. So happy to hear the guy won. He's from my hometown, Milwaukee. So the final match, the main event, was Ladder War 6. Ladder War 6. There's been a couple of them. There's been 5 of them. I think I've seen 3 of them, 4 of them maybe. I know that Kevin Owens was in one with El Generico, who was Sami Zayn. They were in a ladder war. And there's been a few others, a few ladder war tag team matches, I believe, with Kevin Steen and El Generico as a team in Ring of Honor on like a 2007 or 8 Ring of Honor pay-per-view I ordered. I remember they were in a ladder war, but I can't remember against who. It might have been against Bryan Danielson. I'm not sure. And a partner of his, maybe Nigel McGuinness. I'm really not sure. So Ladder War number 6 was the main event, and it should have been the main event because it was insane. It was very awesome. The stuff they did in it was insanity. It was very good, very awesome. The Addiction defending the Ring of Honor tag titles against the Motor City Machine Guns against the Young Bucks, part of the Bullet Club. So here we go with some of the spots that happened. First off, Christopher Daniels, a fallen angel, gets busted open and pretty bad. I believe he cut himself over his eye, or maybe really got busted open by a ladder. I'm not sure if he bladed or not. I don't really know if he bladed or not. Doesn't really matter if he decided to blade or not. He bled a lot. He was bleeding very much. I mean, not bleeding like holy shit, he needs to get to a hospital, but he wasn't bleeding that bad. It sounded like it was running out of his head like a faucet. It was not. But still, he was bleeding pretty bad. So Daniels is busted open in the beginning. And then Kaz and Daniels got their heads stuck in the ladder at one point. And the Young Bucks decide to super kick them, double super kick, when their heads are in the ladder. That was pretty insane. And that was pretty innovative. Then we had Kaz hit a TKO, like a TKO type diamond cutter move or stunner move off the top of the ladder. Kazarian hit a TKO on one of the Young Bucks off the ladder in the middle of the ring. That was insane. That was an awesome spot. Then you had a side effect from Alex Shelley. Hit a side effect through the table on the outside of the ring to one of the Young Bucks. That was an insane spot. Then you had the other Young Buck running at Chris Sabin, and Chris Sabin backdropped one of the Young Bucks over the top rope, and he went through a table. That was insane. And that was awesome, because I was happy about that, because I'm not a fan of the Young Bucks. Then one of the Young Bucks is back up within like 1 or 2 minutes. He's back on his feet, and I believe is Alex Shelley or Sabin on one of the tables, or maybe it's Kazarian or Daniels. I can't remember, but one of the Young Bucks went up to the top rope and hit a 450 splash to the outside of the ring through the table, through his opponent. That was insane. I've never seen a 450 off the top rope to the floor through a table. That was pretty damn dangerous in my opinion. But he pulled it off. Young Bucks, I don't like them, but they are great athletes. 450 through the table off the top rope to the floor. That was insane. And Daniels is back up on his feet. He's even more of a bloody mess. It was insane how much he's bleeding. Then we had Nick Jackson was stuck on top of the ladder, about to grab the belts, but the other teams, the Addiction, Motor City Machine Guns, all 4 guys started grabbing the ladder, moving it, picking up the ladder and moving it with Nick Jackson on top of it. Then they dump the ladder over the top rope, and Nick Jackson goes over the top rope, off the ladder, crashing through 1 or 2 tables. That looked like a really dangerous spot. The crowd loved it. Crowd was chanting, "This is awesome, holy shit." Crowd was really into this match. And I was really into it, because I saw some insane, crazy spots I've never seen before in wrestling in a ladder match. I don't know how many tables were broken. Kevin Kelly, at the end of this match, he goes, "I lost count how many tables were broken. I lost count also." At least like 8 or 9 or 10 tables had to be broken. It was pretty insane. It was like TLC, but a 2016 insane TLC match, but not many chairs were used, just ladders and tables. So Nick Jackson goes over the top rope, falling through the tables on the outside. That was sick. It was sick, and it was awesome. Then Daniels gets up, and he's up on the ring apron. Daniels gets super kicked off the ring apron. He falls back on top of a guardrail. on top of one of the Ring of Honor guardrails where they have one of their posters over the guardrails. Well, Daniels fell back on the guardrail, and that looked like it hurt a lot because those guardrails really don't give much. So the Addiction, then, they get help from a New Japan Pro Wrestler. I believe it wasn't Naito, it was, I think Kamatashi came out to help the Addiction, try to help them retain the tag titles. That didn't work out because out came Jay White. It was Kamatashi. Out came Jay White and started yelling at Motor City Machine Guns to get up and get the titles. So Jay White comes out. Jay White gets pushed, Kamatashi pushes Jay White through a table, and he crashes through a table at ringside. Then we had Daniels on top of the ladder. He was about to try to hit, what's it called, his finisher, wings, something wings, whatever, where he hooks your arms, whatever, I forget what it's called, but one of his finishers where he hooks your arms like a pedigree position and hits a finisher. I forget what it's called. Anyways, Daniels was going to try to do that to one of the Young Bucks off the top of the ladder. Angel's Wings. I believe it's called Angel's Wings. He was going to try to hit Angel's Wings off the top of the ladder to one of the Young Bucks. That might have killed one of the Young Bucks. And during this match, I thought Daniels was dead. The guy took a lot of crazy bumps, and the guy's bleeding a lot, so I thought Daniels might be dead, but I'm glad he wasn't. At this time, when Daniels was on top trying to hit Angel's Wings off the top of the ladder, crowd was chanting, "Please don't die, please don't die," and I agree. I was scared for them. Daniels then gets backdropped by the Young Bucks, gets backdropped, falls, does a backdrop over the top of the Young Buck, over the top of the ladder, and crashes, takes a back bump, takes a backdrop, back bump on top of a ladder, and then he falls down to the mat. That was sick, and that, I'm sure, left its mark on Daniels, and probably for the next couple days, the guy's going to be really sore. I mean, all 6 of these guys will probably be really sore for a week, because they brought it. They brought everything they had. They took insane risks, and a lot of crazy spots happened. So Daniels, as I said, the guy's backdropped off the top of the ladder, and then he crashes on top of another ladder, taking a back bump. It was insane. That was insane. Anyways, then Nick Jackson is on top of the ladder. I think it was Nick Jackson. Goes off, jumps off the ladder. He could have grabbed the titles, pulled them down. They could have been tag champs right there, but no. He saw his brother, Matt Jackson, Matt, I believe their names are. Saw his brother holding him up in a tombstone position on the second or top rope. And then there's a table under the turnbuckles. There's a table in the ring positioned right below the top rope. So Nick Jackson decides to jump off the top of the ladder instead of grabbing the titles. He jumps off of the ladder, does their finisher, the tombstone. I forget what the finisher is called. I don't really care what it's called, but where one of the Young Bucks has him in the tombstone, the other Young Bucks does a springboard flip and drives them down to the mat. I think it's called the Indie Taker. They call it the Indie Taker, I think. Anyways, Nick jumps off the top of the ladder, and they hit a tombstone through the table. Kaz gets tombstone through the table. That was insane. So Kaz is out cold. He's not getting up. Motor City Machine Guns are not getting up. They're out of it also. Daniels is not getting up either. Young Bucks both climb up the ladder, and they have some trouble getting the titles down. That was pretty funny because they must not be strong enough. They kept pulling and pulling on the titles, and the titles finally got loose, and they got the titles, pulled them down. Young Bucks win and are the new Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. The Ladder War 6 lived up to the hype. It was epic. It was insane. It was a crazy spot fest. It was insanity. It was a lot of high risk, crazy high risk spots. And it was awesome. I loved it. And for anybody that didn't see it, Ring of Honor's All-Star Extravaganza 8, Ladder War 6, order the replay. It is very much worth it. Ladder War 6 is worth the price of the pay-per-view. So I recommend you order All-Star Extravaganza 8, order the replay, because Ladder War 6 was insane. It was insane. And I've been watching wrestling since 1987. I've never seen a ladder match that insane and that awesome. It was very awesome. So there's my Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza 8, All-Star Extravaganza 2016 pay-per-view predictions. Hope you enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter at TNAWWE Guy, also at NXTWWE Guy. Also, subscribe to my YouTube, like my videos, share my videos, comment on my videos, and watch my past videos. My predictions, well, Silas Young won. I had him. Adam Cole won. I had him winning. So I'm 2-0. Bobby Fish, he won, and I had Donovan Dijak, so 2-1, 6-man tag team titles, tournament match. I lost that, so I'm 2-2 in my prediction. Ladder War 6, I had the Motor City Machine Guns for some reason. I thought they'd win. I lost that. Dragon Lee, Kamatashi, I had Dragon Lee, so I won that. Jay Lethal, Naito, I won that. I had Jay Lethal in my prediction. Go back, watch my Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza predictions. Kyle O'Reilly, Hangman Page, I had Kyle O'Reilly, he won. And Four Corner Survival, I had War Machine, they lost. And is that it? That was every match, I think. 8 matches, I believe. So my predictions, I win 4 for 4. So not that bad, not that good. Hope you enjoyed my Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza 2016 pay-per-view review. Again, subscribe, like, comment, follow me on Twitter. Bye for now.